Okay, come. Okay. Hello again, YouTube. Kind of back at this thing. I've been working on this thing most of the day. It's 4 o'clock now. I bet I've been working on it for 4.5 hours. Yeah, before noon. Anyway, starting to make some progress, and I'll just kind of bring you up to speed. Last video showed kind of the deck layout and got all that trued and everything, and so now working on all the planking, and I'm kind of doing it quite a bit different than the directions. They show kind of a traditional boat building method of, each one of these planks is a certain length and it spans 3 frames and then another one. I'm able to kind of bend the planks to make the plank go from the bow to the stern in most cases. There's a few that are a little bit shorter, but it seems to be working out okay. I'm getting good solid glue joints, and as I'm slowly starting to finish up, obviously there's going to be a lot of sanding, maybe a little bit of filling, and several coats of primer just to get the hull all done. So this is a lot of what you're seeing here, won't be real visible, in the long term. But so what I've been doing is each plank is laid separately. It's formed on all the bulkheads. I usually use a clamp. I start at the bow, get it down there. I think I showed you these clamps that I made, put together. Those work really good if there's enough room on a frame to clip it. If there's not, I've been using these little push pins, and that works pretty good. Once I put glue on the plank and then on the frames, put it into place, I'll clip it on the bow and the stern, and then I'll use those little push pins to really secure it at every frame. So it's fairly inexpensive, and it's been working pretty good. You can see on this side, I've got all the planking done up till, bulkhead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost to bulkhead 6. And I'm kind of excited to get all that dried so I can sand some of that and see how well it's coming out. But I'm going to finish that up, and then you can see, I'm starting from the shear line going back that way. And, I guess it's going okay. That's about all I've got to report for today. I think I already talked about it. These things here are going to go right here, and they go along, and it's got all these little railings on there, and then there's another part, that's going to go on top of that. So this fits onto the boat deck, and then you put all these little stanchions, and then this is going to go up on top of that, and that supports the railing. And that's where, there'll be some openings for, I think there's a couple cannons, there's some solid planking, there's a couple areas where there would be like a boat entrance and a ladder that goes down, stuff like that. So I think this will be fun, starting to work on the deck after I get out of planking hell. So I got those. What else? These little things are really something. These are all the little portholes. I guess they're portholes. And, you have to, here they are. So I was working on that this morning. I think I worked on that for about an hour before I started messing with this. But the object is these come on the sheet, and you have to pop them loose. And it's got a center hole which we're not going to use, but I don't know if you can see it, but that's the actual porthole that's going to be used in a number of different areas on the cabin trim. So the issue is these are all laser cut, but the lasers, I'm not sure. Sometimes it may not cut very well, but it's really hard to pop those little things out. So I think I worked on this for probably over an hour, I think, trying to get those little suckers out. And so that's going to be an ongoing project. What else? Nothing else to say. I'm kind of anxious to get this planking done, get it filled and primed and everything, so I can start. I went through the plans this morning on all the cabins, the deck houses and stuff like that, and have a pretty good understanding on that. And then obviously the big project is going to be the decking. All the decking that's going to go on here. That's all solid lumber decking, and then there's a couple hatches and some stuff before you put the cabins on. So anyway, that's going to be kind of fun. So anyway, I think that is about it for today, and there will be more tomorrow. See you later.